The thing that attracted me to Leslie, well, it was love at first sight. And I told one of my frat brothers, I said, man, I got to get to know her. She's beautiful. It started real slow, you know, conversation, a phone call, and family a visit. It took a while. It took a long while.
He came down to visit at my home and asked my dad for my hand in marriage. And a year later, 4 days after my 19th birthday, we got married.
I used to have to go to work at night, and we had just moved into a new apartment.
I went to spend the night at my parents' house in the evenings while he worked the graveyard shift because of fear.
And I said, this is not going to happen anymore. I'm not going to drop her off anymore. She needs to stay home. I've just felt it. Taking her back to her parents' house was just a step backwards.
The night that he put his foot down, the fear of staying in the house by myself and the fact that I wasn't going to get my way became a real issue. So
I told my wife, my lovely wife, babe, tonight you're not going. And she had a fit.
At the moment I realized that he was serious, I threw my bag down and I was yelling at him and screaming at him, and then it went to hitting him and kicking him. The whole time he remained calm. He just took my two arms and held him to my side so that I couldn't hit him anymore. And eventually he asked me if I was done, and I said yes.
And I said, look, I love you, I got to go to work. And I went on my way.
Partly I was thinking, how am I going to make it through the night? Honestly. And partly I was thinking, this man really loves me and is a real man. At that moment, you know, part of me was just admiring him and the way he had responded, and realizing that he had showed me unconditional love at a time, again, when I was being very unlovable. Because of the way he responded and gained my respect, I mean great respect, I wanted to do whatever I could to serve him. I had enough respect for him after that night to allow him to be the head of the house and lead me in marriage.